I'm Tom Harmer, Sarasota County Administrator. Welcome to this edition of Inside View. Today I'm here with Carolyn Brown. She's the Director of Parks, Rec, and Natural Resources. Hi Carolyn, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Before we start talking about county business, I wanted to ask you just some general information about your background. How did you end up here in Sarasota County?
Okay, well, sure. Well, my family moved down to this area when I was in 5th grade, so I've been part of the local school system, graduated from Venice High School, went on to Eckerd College and got a degree in wellness, and then spent some time in Japan for a couple of years teaching conversational English, and then settled into my position here with Sarasota County Parks Recreation, and have served in this role or in the department for 28 years in a variety of different capacities.
So when you were thinking about what you wanted to do professionally, and when you first started with the county 28 years ago, did you think about, I want to be the director of the Parks Department?
Oh, absolutely not. No, it was just sort of a natural evolution, and just became more involved in each and every little aspect of the department, and then about 7 years ago was asked to be the director.
Good. Well, I know there's a lot of exciting things going on in your department. Why don't you start by telling us a little about what does the director do?
Yeah, well, simply stated, I ensure that Sarasota County is the best place to live, work, and play, and of course, special emphasis on the word play. But truly, what I do on a daily basis is to focus on strategy, the department budget. I'm involved in land acquisition and park planning, and then capital projects that go along with the planning of parks. I ensure that our parks are safe and clean, and make sure that our customers are being served well, and that everything is running smoothly.
Well, and I think from the park standpoint, it's really one of those departments that we have here in the county that focuses on quality of life. And I know we survey our residents every year, and we hear great things about the quality of life here in Sarasota County. I know this past year, 97% rated the quality of life here in Sarasota County as good to excellent. I think parks play a big part in that.
Absolutely, they do.
Yeah, and then a couple of years ago, we combined the Natural Resources Department and preserves, natural preserves, with Parks and Rec. How does that fit in then to your overall mission?
Well, it absolutely fits together perfectly. We oversee acres and acres of land that we preserve and protect to make sure that they're available for future generations, and to make sure that there's land to appreciate in the future.
I know in Sarasota County we talk about 30% of the land in the entire county is protected in some form or fashion, and one of the things that you've been working on is to open up some of those natural lands. How is that going?
It's going well. We have done quite a bit of work ensuring that people have access and making improvements, even small improvements like adding a kiosk or a bench, or information available so that people can go out and enjoy these preserves.
So give me an example of some of the different types of facilities that you oversee, because I know it's a diverse group, 160 different facilities around the county.
Correct. Yeah, we have about 160 parks, preserves. We have over 55,000 acres of parkland that we maintain and manage and preserve. We have 113 athletic fields. We have 44 playgrounds. We have beaches. In fact, we have the #1 beach in the nation, and of course #5 in the world. We have all kinds of trails, and we have 13 recreation centers. We have events and programs that we offer, and all kinds of things that are available for the community to enjoy.
So you hit on some of this, but what would be some fun, fast facts that you'd want to share with the public?
I did share several of those, but we have amazing kayaking experiences at Ted Sperling Park. We have a Snook Haven restaurant where people can experience Old Florida in a unique setting. We have so many diverse things like a BMX track here in Sarasota, or we're getting ready to host the 2017 World Rowing Championship at Nathan Benderson Park. So there's just so many unique characteristics of our park system here in Sarasota County.
Yeah, I think that's important to understand. From a small pocket park in a neighborhood to an international venue like Nathan Benderson Park and the World Rowing, to Siesta Beach, the #1 beach, all those different activities require a lot of resources to manage as well. So can you describe your team that helps
Sure.
take care of those
Sure.
160 properties?
Well, I have the best team. They are the most creative and outstanding group of individuals, but there's a little over 200 of us that work directly for Sarasota County, but then we have a lot of unique agreements with outside organizations and nonprofits to help us complete our mission. And we work very, very closely with all of those groups, be it an athletic league or the YMCA, for example, or any of the groups that we work together with in order to complete our mission and to serve the public.
How do you work with the cities as well?
Right, exactly, and that's another aspect. We have several interlocal agreements with the municipalities throughout Sarasota County. In several cases, we maintain and manage parks that fall within the city limits. We're getting to a point where we're focusing more on the regional parks, those larger parks and parks that serve the entire community.
Well, I think that's an important point because you just completed over the past year or so an updated parks master plan, and that was really part of the focus, is what is the future of parks for Sarasota County? And cities have parks, we maintain some of those, but looking at the bigger role of regional parks and regional facilities and the beaches and those large assets in the county taking a lead role on those, and maybe some more of the smaller parks, especially within the cities, them taking the role for managing those and planning for those types of assets.
Right. That is exactly what we're trying to focus on in the future. As you mentioned, beaches attract people from all over the county, and our visitors are here and they go to those locations. And so those large environmental lands that you would not normally find within the city limits, those types of larger scale regional attractions or regional parks are the things that we want to start to focus on in the future.
Good. So if you were trying to prioritize, what would be the 5 things that you think the Sarasota County residents and visitors should know about the park system?
One thing is that we certainly contribute to the overall economic sustainability of our community by bringing in large tournaments that play on our athletic fields, by hosting regatta events at Nathan Benderson Park or BMX events at the track. We contribute significantly to that aspect of Sarasota County. We also offer summer camp programs with summer right around the corner. Children will be out of school. Wanted our audience to know what great programs that we have available for our community. And one thing that I certainly want to mention is the upcoming World Rowing Championship that everybody needs to begin to look forward to. September 23rd is the date that we'll kick off that event. For 10 days, we will have the world on center stage here in Sarasota County, and so it's going to be truly an amazing opportunity for us as a community to host the World Rowing Championships here.
And you mentioned your summer programs. I know they're very active. I think there's even waiting lists to get into some of those programs. So do you see seasonal impacts with your programs? Like that would be a summer program but I know we see a lot of visitors come in the winter as well.
That is correct, right. Summer camp is in the summer season, but of course during the more high season we get tons and tons of visitors to our beaches and parks, and on the Legacy Trail, for example, people use our facilities when they come to visit, and it's truly an amazing thing for our community to host people from out of town.
Yeah, and you mentioned the sports piece. I think it's not normal to think of the Parks Department as an economic engine, but in many ways your department plays a big role with that. You coordinate with Visit Sarasota County.
Absolutely, we do. We often meet with them and we collaborate and figure out ways that we can do more and more to maximize the opportunities that could potentially come to Sarasota County.
And I know your staff also liaisons with the Baltimore Orioles here at Ed Smith Stadium.
Oh, absolutely. It's great to have the Orioles here in the spring, and of course the stadium is used throughout the year for various events and tournaments and things. So we're great partners, and we have things that are going on there throughout the year.
Yes. So how does the public contact your department if they want to learn more about a program or sign up for the summer camps or other things that they want to find out about some of the parks?
Sure. Going to our website is a great opportunity. We have lots and lots of information up on our website. Of course, our Facebook page is available, and we would love for everybody to like us on our Facebook page. Of course, obviously calling 861-5000 or calling us directly, or sending us an email, any of those options are certainly available. Signing up for a class or going directly to one of our rec centers where there's staff available.
Well, good. Well, I know we've covered a lot of things in a relatively short time frame, but it shows the diversity, I think, of the preserved properties, the beaches, the Legacy Trail, the major sports facilities like Ed Smith Stadium and Nathan Medicine Park, but all of the other things in between. If there was really one message about your department that you would want to, close with, what would it be?
Well, I would say we have an outstanding, probably one of the best park and recreation and natural resources departments in the state. We encourage people to come out and use our parks and just be a part of it. Get healthy, get out there, be involved. So, because it all starts in parks.
Okay, I know, I was waiting for the slogan, and that's a common slogan around here, that all starts in parks. So congratulations, I know you and your team do a great job.
Thank you.
It shows in our surveys, and so thank you for being on the team. Appreciate that. And thank you for joining us today for this session of Inside View with Carolyn Brown, the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Natural Resources.